Hey, what's up, ladies and guys? Hey, this video is going to be a little bit different from what I've been doing recently. Normally I'm working on landscape projects, equipment, cars, trucks. So this time I have a pet turtle that I have had, holy cow, for probably 11 years, 11, 12 years now. And she's in a 125 gallon tank, and I decided I'm going to make an indoor pond. Sort of. It's an above ground pond. I'm not gonna dig a hole or anything like that. It's a big 300 gallon stock tank that I purchased, and I'm gonna make it into a pond for her, I think. The filter that I have running right now is made for a 1,000 gallon pond or 1,500 gallon pond. The heater I have for her is rated for a 400 gallon pond or 400 gallon aquarium, I do believe. So everything should, I shouldn't have to buy a new filter or a new heater. You never know, I might in the future. But let me show you what I have, and welcome to inside my house. Got a 300 gallon tank it's a stock tank from Tractor Supply. So I have a frog in there. I have a salamander in here. Welcome to my greenhouse. I have insulation. It's glass walls and ceiling. I have insulation on it right now because it is winter. And here's what I have now. It's a 125 gallon aquarium, and I keep it 2/3 full, and that way she can't climb out. And all I have is a large fountain filter right there. And over the years, I've tried all different types of filters, and that's been the best. But last year, I picked up this aquarium. I went from a 75 gallon to 125 gallon, and it's still, I don't like it. So I decided I'm going to get a 300 gallon plastic stock tank. It's 5 feet wide this way, 6 feet wide this way. And here's my idea. I took a flower pot. Here, let me put you on wide angle. So I took a flower pot right here. I drilled some holes in it, 4-inch holes. And I also put some vent holes up here in the top. And what I plan on doing is covering the top of that with some large flat stones, and then making a bridge right there from that little jet out right there over to it on top of the stones. So you really won't see too much of this. I'm figuring the water is going to be up to that level or close to that level. And then it'll be off to the side. Won't be dead center. I don't like things centered. So it'll be off to the side a little bit. And I'll have a whole bunch of rocks on the ground in here. And I also have a whole bunch of crayfish in here. And they always have babies, and there's a whole bunch of babies in the rocks down there. And so what I'm going to do is when this is ready, all set up and there's no water in it, I'm going to start draining some of this water into there, fill this back up, let it climb it over a couple days. Oh, there she is. So I'll let this take half this water, put it in here, and then fill this back up, wait a couple days for it all to climatize to the temperature of the house. Fill this back up, take half the water, put it back in there, yada, 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 until all this is basically turtle water or aquarium water. And then what I will do is slowly remove the living creatures from there and put them over there, and all that stone on the bottom. And I'm not too worried about all the algae, because the algae is actually good. That's how you know it's a healthy tank. The algae actually feeds the goldfish, and it actually feeds the crayfish. And actually crayfish, my turtle will eat the crayfish sometimes, and the goldfish eat some of the babies, obviously. So I got to give them, that's what the tubes are in there for, so they have room to hide. But also it's supposedly makes it equal a natural balance. Now these are some peace lilies that I've had, and I washed all the dirt off the roots, stuck them in these pots with just stone, And I did that 3 years ago, and they are just, I have to keep cutting them and ripping chunks of them out and throwing them away because they are so, they grow so well in this turtle water, in this aquarium water. So I figured what I'll do with that is I'll put those out here on a shelf also, half submerged in water. So that way I still have the natural plant life in there to clean the water, and also it looks a lot nicer. I don't have any fake plants, so I'm not going to put fake plants in my pond. But anyways, I'm going to throw you on a tripod. Even that stick is alive. I'm not sure the name of this, but it used to be 12 inches tall, looking like a slingshot. It stuck it in the ground. It's a tropical flowering plant. And this is all over the years. It grows, and then all the leaves fall off, and then it grows again. So, but yeah, I got an orange tree, a little orange tree. I got a money bush right there. Avocados that I grew from avocados. I'm not sure what that is. That is a baby palm tree that was only this big that I got from Florida. And then I got my aloes, my irises. That's a lemon tree, or a real lemon tree right there. I had 3 large lemons off of it this year. So I've gotten rid of, holy cow, 50 to 60 plants this year, just because I've had so many of them, trying to get rid of as many as possible. That's an aloe I got to transplant, but they keep having babies. So what I'll do is I'll break this apart. I'll dump this out, and I will literally get probably 30 aloe plants out of that one. I've already done it twice. And the mom aloe is a real big one that's growing down there. She's so heavy, she's falling down that way. I only had 1 aloe plant originally. This is a baby of it right here. You see how big this is. And this year alone, I think I gave away 20 aloe, at least 20 aloe just this year alone. All right, well, I'm gonna throw you on a tripod, and I'm gonna get in here to try to configure the stones and see how I like it, see what kind of layout I like, and then we'll just go from there. And I forgot to tell you, one of the main reasons I'm doing this is I want to get some of these plants. It gets so hot in here. I want to get some of these plants off this outside wall, and this aquarium is 6 feet long. So this takes up this entire wall. So if I can, once I get this pond done, I'm going to get rid of the aquarium and get rid of those tables, and then I can put some plants right along that wall right there. That's the whole purpose of it. And then I could probably, I'm thinking about putting a little L couch right here, so I can make it back into, I used to have this as a sitting room with outside couches and stuff like that. It was really comfortable. It was really cool hanging out in here. But for now, we're just going to work on a pond. I was going to stick it all the way in the corner, but I'd rather keep some trees behind it. And then that way I can pull, I have enough room. I have like 3 feet there. So I can pull those trees out if I need to, switch them out, or just get back there to vacuum, or open up all these blinds, because these go all the way up. Or I take these all the way up, but this is glass all the way to the brick wall there. All right, well, I'm going to put you on the tripod. Here's the ramp. Figure the water level is going to be right about there. So right at the bottom of this stone. So she's going to be able to climb up there. That's 16 inches of water to the bottom of that stone right there. So she'll be able to climb up there, sunbathe up there. I'm going to suspend heat lamps from the ceiling for her right over that spot right there. And I can't put too much in here now because I got all that stuff I want to put in there, all the rocks that are in there and the plants. So I figure I'm gonna have to find a cobblestone that's 12 inches tall right here, and a cobblestone that's 12 inches tall for right here for the 2 peace lilies to sit on right there. And then I'm not going to put the pipes in here because I'm going to have enough natural stone crevices. That's why I have so many stones, and I have this one laying down and stuff like that. For right now, I'm not going to put any pipes in here for the crayfish because I have, like I said, I have all those stones and cobblestones that are in there that got to come in here. And I got to find a place for the pump for the filter. Well, you know what? I'm going to put the filter right here. So I'm going to move all that stuff. Hold on. So I ended up stealing some of her stones, and I actually put her in there for a minute just so I didn't squish her when I was taking the stones out. Can she do it? Get up there. Get up there. Come on. There you go. So I got it where she could come up this side, which she normally does anyways. Comes up, steps up there, comes up here. She was just being stubborn. She could bask in her sun lamp or her heat lamp for the next couple days. But here's what I did. I got to do one more. I'm putting water in above the valve. The valve is here, so that way I can make sure it doesn't leak. And I already drained, as you saw, I drained some of her turtle water and put it in her anyways. But I made a shelf back there for that plant to sit on. And then probably tomorrow, I'm gonna go and get 2 more cobblestones outside. That's what those are. And I'll probably put those here and do another shelf like that with a piece of bluestone across it. And then that way I could put that one over here also on this side. And then all this will be open for the fish and for her to swim. The water level is going to be basically to the top of that stone, the bottom stone right there. The top of this stone or the bottom of that stone at that corner. Because obviously you can see this comes up. Because I want this stone to be completely dry for her. And then obviously I made holes in there for the fish. There should be big enough for her to go in there also. They're 4-inch, so we'll see. But once I get it above water level, I'm gonna let it sit. These stones just came in from outside and it's 20 degrees out. So those stones are like ice cubes. They chilled that water up real quick. So definitely gonna let it sit in here for a few days, let everything climatize. And there she goes. She's in her basking sun already. She's camera shy. But yeah, see this? And then this fountain will be buried in the water 16 inches, which is about this high. So I'll still have that much. I'll still have 6 to 8 inches of water. If I leave it like that. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it like that or do something else. But anyways, it's working. The only thing is I gotta make sure this valve or this drain plug down here that you cannot see does not leak. And I'm already above it and it is bone dry. But I'll leave it like this for a couple days. Oh, it'll be nice. I'll have a nice clean path to my door. I'm gonna, obviously won't put anything in that corner there so I can get to that door. And then I'll put some plants in front of this glass and all here, get rid of that. It'll clean this room up a lot, I hope. All right, ladies and guys, that's gonna be it for this portion. I will see you in a couple days when this water climatizes and that water climatizes that I just put in her tank. And when I get some more ideas on how I'm gonna do it, check back. So I drained some more of the turtle water out, put it in there, and then refilled that with cold tap water. Looks like I have 2 catfish already that seem to like it. The water's about half, almost half as high as I want it to get. I put some old heaters in there so I can start warming it up. And I figure in another 2 days, I figure I should be able to get the fish over in here. And they can't wait. They're excited. They're waiting for them. She's already gone down. That's why she has a wet toes. She's already gone down there. So I guess they're not too afraid of water. And I still got to do the plants, and I still got to get some circulation pumps in there. So I'm going to probably do that tomorrow. They are all excited. Can't wait. They can't wait for the bigger house. And they could just swim and swim and swim and swim in circles. A little chaotic down here because I've been doing it a little bit every day trying to climatize it. But I got the water about 4 inches low. But obviously it's 16 inches of water so far in here. I got to bring it up to the bottom of that rock right there. So you see I got 3 of the goldfish and my cat. I got 3 of the goldfish in gallon Ziploc baggies already out of the turtle tank. And I have been robbing stuff out of her tank little by little. There's 3 more goldfish left, plus all the stone and the crayfish in her. But I am going to wait. I've been doing a little bit every single day, trying to, I want to get this water, all the chlorine out of this water, basically. So what I've been doing is filling up her tank, draining 3 inches out of her tank every day, putting it in here, 3 to 4 inches, putting it in here, refilling her tank up with the tap water for 24 hours, and then taking 3 more inches out of here the next day, putting it in here, and then adding like an inch of tap water in here. So it's kind of like a blend of their old water and new water, but no water today. I didn't put any water in the last 24 hours. So that way the circulating and the filter that I have underneath back there, you can't really see it, will hopefully get some of that chlorine out. But goldfish are pretty hardy, so I'm hoping these goldfish do pretty good. I'm gonna put them in for the night. I also have the heater in here from the turtle tank, the water heater, because her water, I keep around 70 degrees, which is really warm actually for goldfish. So I'm gonna let her water get a little bit cooler for for the night, and I'm gonna get this water a little bit warmer. This water is like 62 degrees. This water is 69 to 70 degrees. So I'm gonna turn the heater on in here. That should raise this temperature up, and that should obviously lower this temperature down. So it'll be hopefully a little smoother transition for her tomorrow. This is just a heat lamp that I got for like chickens. They sell for chickens, ducks, kittens, puppies, and you suspend them obviously. And right now the air heat, these rocks, I just took this out, so it shows it at 70 degrees, but these rocks are about 75 degrees, and I've only had that plugged in for 24 hours, and it's a very dim lit light, so it would be nice soft. There you go. And then I made a little dark spot in that corner in there for her to go sleep if she wants darkness. And then once the winter is over, obviously I won't have that heat lamp on. But yeah, so I'm gonna let these guys sit in these bags for like 20 more minutes, get them climatized, and then I'm gonna let them go, and we'll see how they like it. And the big pond filter that's in there is gonna go right down here. So that's why there's nothing here. And then I need to put all that gravel in here. Because in that gravel is a whole bunch of baby crayfish and adult crayfish. So I'm gonna end up taking whatever I can out of there and just scattering in here after the filter's in there. Well, I got 3 of them swimming around. They seem to like it. And the second batch of 3 are in there in bags. So I'm gonna let them sit for like 15, 20 minutes to acclimatize, and then we'll come let them out. But these 3, the 3 loose ones seem to be enjoying it. A lot more water for them to swim around in. Good morning. All right, we're gonna check the temperature of the goldfish pond. And I put the turtle heater in yesterday, and it is up to 69.9 degrees. And I have it set at 70, so that's the water temperature. So I think we are ready to get her in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start draining this water out into there with the pump, and then I'll bring her and put her in there and get her to start swimming around. The goldfish are back there right now. There she is. Want to go in? I'll put you over on the ramp. There you go. So I have her over on the ramp right there for the first time. And it looks like Heyman's gonna go say hi. And that water level's going to go up probably another 4 inches is what I'm looking for. Almost to where Payman, my cat, almost where his feet are. I want the water level up that high. And then she has her ramp right there, so she can go up on it my cat doesn't fall in or voluntarily go swimming. Come here, Alex. Come on, swim. Come here, Alex. And then once this water level goes down a little more, I'm gonna rinse all this stuff off, obviously not this piece, and put all this stone in the tank, in the aquarium, or in the pond, I should say. I'm gonna take the filter out, wash the filter out, get it all cleaned up, ready to go, put that in there. And then I have, excuse me, I have crayfish in these pipes, and underneath the filter, there's, should be about 40. Well, normally when I do this, when I empty this out, I find like 30 to 40 crayfish hidden in here. Everything from little babies on up. So I'll do a search as much as I can to try to get as many of the crayfish out as possible before I start scooping the stone in here. Because once I start scooping the stone in there, the little ones will get squished. So I try to save as many as I can. And I'll put them in a plastic bag, just like I did the goldfish, to climatize them. I gotta get my cat out of there now. Your tail's in the water, Bayman. All right, guys. Well, the turtle tank or pond, whatever you want to call it, is almost done. I have the crayfish that I caught in the tank in there. I'll show you them. And then what I'm gonna do is every time I switch tanks, I always lose a whole bunch of little babies and the crayfish eggs. So what I started doing is anytime I'm doing a complete aquarium change like this, either upgrading or just switching tanks, I let this sit with a little bit of the dirty water and a little bit of half the stone in it, because these crayfish lay their eggs in the stone, and if I take all the stone out and wash the tank and throw it away, I'm gonna miss all the little tiny babies. They're tiny, you can't even see them. Once I left the tank with the water in it for, I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks, and totally forgot about it. It was a little 10-gallon tank. Next thing I know, I go over there and there are hundreds of crayfish in there. So that's what I'm going to do with the big tank. I'm not going to leave it for weeks and weeks and weeks, but I'm going to leave it for a little while, and I'm just going to see if any hatch or if I missed any in the stone, because I only took out this side of the stone. I completely left that side where the filter was, all the stone on the bottom. Never even disturbed it, because when you disturb it, it is really dirty. All the sediment is down there. So I didn't want to, or squish the eggs. I already one of them is already injured, so you normally lose a bunch anyways, but one of them already got it or is injured, so I don't know if someone tried eating it or if it got squished when I was trying to get the rocks out. But I'll show you. I'll show you the ones that I have. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to show it to you though. Don't get grossed out. Warning, it is disgusting. But there's no smell to it as long as you don't disturb it. So if by an hour, it's all going to settle. It's actually already started to settle down there now. And you'll see what it is. And then I'm going to obviously wash all that stone. I'll pick out if there's any more crayfish that were born from between now and then that I see. I'll capture them. I'll climatize them into the big tank, into the big pond, and then I will wash all the gravel out of there, wash the gravel, put it over there, and then I'm going to sell this tank, because that's the whole point of this. I want to open that wall up, so I want to be able to have a nice clean walk to that door over there. So let me show you the dirty tank. Don't be disgusted. And then I'm going to show you the pond and the crayfish that I have in Ziploc baggies climatizing. I think I only like 6 of them this time for some reason. She must have been eating them, because she does eat them. That was the original purpose I got them, was for her to eat. And they also help clean the aquarium and stuff like that. So, and it's something kind of cool to see little baby lobsters walking around every so often. All right, let me show you what we got. Well, like I said, don't be disgusted, but there is, as you can see, I took out this portion here, and then I just spread out this section here to just open it up a little bit. You can see all the sediment that's in the bottom of that, all the way across. None of this I disturbed. So I'm hoping there's some babies in here, and I'm sure there are, because they buried down into the burrow in there. So I'm just going to leave this like this. I'll throw a little bit more food in here just in case there are any in there, even though there's plenty of waste in there for them to eat. But that'll bring them up to the surface if I put some dried shrimp pellets in there. And then I just got to make sure he doesn't fall in there. And then here's the tank. I washed the filter completely, took it apart, completely washed it. And here's one of the bigger ones right there. And then here's another one. That's this one. Yeah, this one only has 1 claw. And here's another bag. Another one right there. I think that's a female. I think this one's a female. She doesn't have that big claw. And what do we have here? Oh, this is the one with the babies. Ooh. So that's the one with the babies on it. And then there was one other one that's just a regular size one. Oh. Right there, nice healthy one. And that's definitely a male. You can see he has that big claw. Can't hold it flat one-handed. Hold on a second here. There we go. Oops, see that? I flipped them up. There you go. So those have all been climatized. I threw a couple of the floating logs in there that have been soaking in her aquarium for probably about 2 years. So I'm not worried about any of the wood chemicals leaching out into there. And she's been swimming around. I put more rocks in here up on this little shelf so she can come over here and stick her head up. I made a little cave right there for her that she can go up under. A little hiding spot on the dry spot up there. A little ramp going over there. And she's been swimming around having fun. The goldfish are underneath there hiding because I've been disturbing it. And you can see I put more gravel all the way around. So I am going to let the crayfish out, and then we'll plug the fountain in and see what it looks like. postpone the babies. Let's do this one first. There's this guy. One big claw. Let's put him right there. And here's another big one. And then they'll go around and they'll find a new hiding spot. There's another one of her claws, or one of his claws is damaged. You can see right there. This one's broken off. We'll put her, or him. Yeah, that's a him. We'll put him right there up on top of the rock. Let him find his new spot. What else do we have? Let's do this one. Another big one. And he's missing his right claw. They probably got in a fight. I don't know if you can see that. See, he's missing that claw. Put him, you know what? Let's put him on the log. Let's see what he does. Bloop, and away he goes. What's this one? Nope, that's the babies again. There's 3 little babies in there. One of them has like almost no legs. All right, I think this is a big one. Yeah, this one has both claws, but one of them, I think the turtle bit. And he's real skittish. Hey, you know what? Let me show you this way. You can see his claw. Where's it? His left claw has a big scar or a cut going across it. Right there. So I think the turtle got him. But I do believe they grow back. There we go. Yeah, there you go. There's this guy. Nice little guy. See his injured claw right there? All right, there you go. Okay, and then the last ones are right here. These are the little babies. Like I said, I only found 3. So this little guy, both his front claws have been chopped off. So he got in a fight with somebody. So we're gonna put him, whatever, he can fend for himself. Part of Mother Nature. Yeah, he's going right to the filter. So he'll hide underneath the filter. There's a little baby. That's how I know there's babies in there. See how little this guy is? Because they have hundreds of eggs and babies. So if this guy's in there, there's more in the aquarium. So that's what I'm looking for. All right, let's put him there. That's the first time he's been out of water right there. He swims right off. Look at this beautiful little guy. this looks like a female. See how both her claws are about the same size? I do believe that means she's a female, but she's a baby still. So let's put her down on the log. It's her first time ever being out of water right there. She's enjoying it. She's still on the log. She's still right there. Normally that size are real skittish and hard to catch. But I guess they're used to me. All right, so I'm gonna plug this in. Get out of there. Watch out. So this filter, you could change the height of this. This is as high as it goes. And then you can screw this in. There we go. And that'll aerate the water, and the filter obviously filters the water. And then I have other adapters for in here that make it like a sprinkler and stuff like that, but I like this one. Well, I'm gonna call it complete. The turtle pond inside the house is complete. There's the filter, the fountain. She can go on this floating log right here if she wants. She can climb up on these rocks. This rock is only an inch below the water. She can walk up her ramp, go all the way across. Has a little cave right there that she can go in. A little alleyway back into that dark spot if she wants darkness during the day. This heat lamp, the heat lamp will only be on in the winter months because this room gets really cold. That's why I have insulation panels on the wall. But what I'm probably gonna do is take these two panels off and close that one and close that one, and take these two off so she gets the natural sunlight of the day also. Yeah, so that is a 300-gallon tote or stock tank. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a video. I just thought it'd be a little different. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and it's a nice indoor project. Gives me a reason to redo my greenhouse also. I'd like to get this greenhouse reorganized, get rid of that big aquarium, open up some floor space, probably put a couch back in here so I can kind of use this as a little relaxation room. I used to have a couch in here, but I ended up getting so many plants, I ended up getting rid of the couch. Now I got rid of a whole bunch of plants. And if I get rid of that, I can put some of my plants up against that wall and probably put a little couch and coffee table in here just so I can sit here and edit videos or something like that. This is one of my favorite rooms in the house. Like I said, this is all glass. Even in the summer, if I don't have these up here, this room will get over 100 degrees with the air conditioner on. It just bakes in here. So I leave the tops on pretty much year round just because it's easier. And then the sun doesn't fade the curtains and the carpet and the furniture when I have furniture in here. This is just a 1-inch styrofoam. They used to have those. I got to take all those down. Those used to slide down in tracks 30 years ago, but they're all rotten and broken and old, so they don't work. So I'm gonna get rid of all those. They're an eyesore. And then I just kind of leave the bottom 8 feet of glass open, the curved glass right down. And it in the summer, this is wide open. And it is just beautiful. Summer, or especially in the spring or in the fall, is really, especially in the spring. Spring is the best when everything's green, and all my flowers. I get a whole bunch of flowers planted in here. So maybe I'll show you one day once the room's all done. I'll show you how I ended up decorating it and organizing it and stuff like that. But this was really just about the pond. Just a little fun video. I've had that turtle, like I said, for, oh God, wow, it's what, 2025 right now. I've had that turtle since 2013. So what's that, 12 years I've had her? And I found her when she was the size of my fingernail, my thumbnail, on a soccer AstroTurf field, all dried up. She must have walked out there after hatching and just gave up because it was so hot. But I found her, threw in a little bit of water to see if she was alive, and she came right to, and she's been with me ever since. So, all right, well, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. I don't do many videos like this, but it was fun. I wanted to get it done anyways, and like I said, it gave me a little motivation to get it done for her, the turtle. So I will see you in the next video. Like and subscribe, and if you want, hit that notification so you'll know when I come up with a new video. I try to do new videos every Wednesday morning and Saturday morning, so keep an eye out for them, and see you in the next one.